we're on the shuttle. Ironman beginning soon. Don't mind the mask, but he's almost in the water.
Right here, I got Mr. Kurt.
It's gonna be fun. Alright, we're out eating. Cosmo is making his first loop. Say hi! Alright, y'all. Walking to a museum now. He is getting He is getting done almost with his first lap around. Just gotta do one more. And then he's heading over to the run. Huh?
People actually keep up with you?
Probably not, but that's okay.
You guys just swipe.
Probably.
Click, 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 click. Okay.
All the videos. But he's doing it super proud. Alright. So we are back at basically the start. We are hoping that within an hour we will see him coming through here with his bike, finishing up and start the run, the final part of the Ironman. He's at about mile 93 right now out of 112, so he's getting there, and yeah, he's doing really good. Kind of just all of us chilling. Everyone's a little tired, but that's, you know, gonna happen. Up at 4 in the morning, so far away, but he's doing great. We're super happy and super proud. And go Cosmo!
Cosmo has just finished running his, how many miles?
I think he's at 9.
9.
He's doing good.
You've never spoken to a
We're
human
now
being
out
before.
to dinner, and then we're gonna go.
That's a very rough draft.
And then we're gonna go to the finish line and watch him finish this off. It's gonna be an Ironman.
Swipe up.
Yeah.
Not like that.
It's gonna be an Ironman soon, guys.
What's up, everyone? I'm on my post-race recovery walk on this beautiful day. Beautiful view. So in the meantime, I wanted to go over race day and a whole recap as to how it went. Some things that I learned, being that it was my first race ever. So woke up at 3 a.m. a little nervous. Had to make sure that I got some food in. So I had some kashi cereal with bananas, blueberries. Settled fine. Then we got to the race at about 5:30. It was about an hour ride, and I had my sweater on, I had my tri shorts on, but I didn't put on my tri top on because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna put that over my underneath my wetsuit. And then I forgot it in the car, so I'm like panicking as I get out of the car because I'm like, crap, I don't have my phone. So luckily I found my friend and his wife let me use his phone, so that was lucky. And then Ashley just dropped it off at a volunteer because I had to wait like 20 minutes to use the bathroom. Dropped off all my bags. Was nervous for the swim, but started chatting with a few people, calm my nerves down. I was just ready to get the day going. Had a ton of support, so much fun. So for the swim, this is where things got a little iffy. So, ton of jellyfish, got stung in the face about like 50, 75 times, but not a big deal. The Vaseline didn't really help. It actually made things worse because there was, my goggle was getting water in it on the left side. which is where I had to sight and see the buoys. So I had to push that in, and I had Vaseline all over my hands, so I couldn't even see through that one eye goggle, so it felt like I was drunk. So got out, finished like 15 minutes faster than anticipated. When I got up, I got dizzy and I almost fell over. One of the volunteers had to catch me. Caught my breath, walked out, took my time in transition, took about like 11 minutes or so. Felt good getting out after the dizziness spell, but that was fine. Got onto the bike. The bike was amazing. Beautiful views through the National Wildlife Refuge. It was very windy, but it was like perfect wind. You couldn't even feel that it was 100% humidity and 84 degrees. It was just a blast. I was just chatting with people on the bike. Met this one guy who was 65 years old, and he was doing his 48th Ironman. Talk about a savage. He was a complete beast. He was like, yeah, so this is my 48th Ironman. I'm just looking to finish this time. I'm looking to get off the bike at 4 o'clock and just walk the marathon. I was like, dude, you're amazing. So that was pretty cool. Met like an 80-year-old who, this is his 3rd Ironman, and he was just cranking it on the bike. So that was pretty cool to see. So the bike ride. So I was able to keep my heart rate under 150 the entire time, which was awesome. I did not expect it to go that easy, so I just paced it, got my nutrition in. I had like 5 salt pills, 12 scoops of Tailwind, got a lot of salt in, but I was still cramping up. I had to stop like 3 times to just stretch out my hamstrings. Overhydrating a bit. I had like 8 liters of water. The caffeine didn't really help, so that's something that I need to put in for my next races. Not too much caffeine. Have a bottle of Tailwind with caffeine and one without, just so I'm not just constantly sipping on caffeine. Even though the caffeine did really help, I think that's what made me not feel exhausted whatsoever throughout the bike ride. Just those cramps, but not a big deal. Got through it. I had like 3 other bananas on the ride and a peanut butter and honey sandwich. My nutrition, I thought, was spot on there in the ride. Probably could have done a little more salt pills to get ahead, but I thought I was already getting ahead because I never really cramped up in training. So I was like, all right, I should be fine with this amount of salt pills. I was already taking more than I usually do. So I get off the bike, legs feel pretty good, surprisingly, after about 6.5 hours. So I take my time in transition, see my family, chat up a bit, get slowed down, and start the run. So I run the first 8 miles, feel pretty good, a little tired. Left knee starts to get in some nice amount of pain. So I'm like, crap, all right, this is gonna be nice and long. And then my left quad starts to cramp up. I'm like, crap, here we go with the cramps. And we're only 1/3 of the way done with the marathon. So I take a minute, stretch out, walk the next mile, 1.5 miles. And I'm like, all right, so there's another 2 loops left. Let's run 4 or 5 miles, but we're gonna walk all the aid stations. So that's what I did. I just ran, walked through all the aid stations. As soon as I saw an aid station, I slowed down, walked, grabbed a cup of water, chugged it, chugged another one, dumped one down my back, dumped ice down my back, just to cool off. And then I only walked after that once I felt like my heart rate was too high. I had to gauge it because my watch died at mile 7.5. So anytime I got too high, like in my mind around 160, anytime I felt like it was a little too intense for me, I slowed it down because I didn't want to just bonk out, because at that point I could only down pretzels. If I had another banana, I was throwing up. So that was pretty good in terms of that. Felt nutrition was fine on the run. Then the mental part really set in about mile 9.5 to 16. I was like, all right, we're in the middle of this. This is about to be tough. You're in pain. Let's just muscle through it. Then at about mile like 15, 16, I ended up seeing my family. That gave me a little extra energy, and I was like, all right, it's only 10 miles. How many times have we done 10 miles? But let's look at it. How many times have we done 2? Let's just chunk it off, chunk it off, chunk it off. So like, all right, easy. We've done 2 miles hundreds of times in training. Let's go, let's get it. And again, you never really walked in training, so you're gonna be walking through all the aid stations, so it's gonna be a lot easier. So that was it. And then just that last wrap around towards the finish line was just unbelievable. All that hard work for about a whole year to see 14 hours or less come true. Had everybody at the finish line. I didn't even hear my name being called "You are an Ironman" at the end, because I was just so excited to just be done and accomplish a goal that I never thought I would achieve, just because it was never in my mind. But you do the work, you stay consistent, stay the course, trust your plan, and you'll be fine. That's what anything in life. You just gotta make your plan, jump right in. Even if you don't have a plan, jump right in, figure it out as you go. You'll get there. Doesn't matter how crazy it is, you'll find a way if you really want it. So got that done. Felt so good. Took some pictures after. Got the Normatec boots on at the race, which felt fantastic. Too bad I don't have $900 to splurge on that just yet. Then had some food, went back to the Airbnb, knocked out, but I was like shivering and sweating the entire night, which was a little different. Never felt that, but normal, as I talked to a few other athletes at the race, and they said they had the same experience. So I was like, all right, it's not too bad. So I just really hydrated the next day. Lost a lot of electrolytes, took a lot of electrolytes, put my compression socks on, stretched out, massaged my legs, and just really moved. Even though we were in the car for 5 hours, I kept pumping my ankles and just getting that blood flow to go. Took a lot of naps. I was more tired in my eyes than in my body at that point, honestly. So I felt pretty good physically, like Monday night, which I was surprised. I thought it was gonna take like a whole solid week to walk comfortably again. So I was happy about that. And so now we just relax for like the next 2-3 weeks, kind of take it easy, only focus on recovery, zone 2 activities, nothing hard, some light bike spins, some swims, and some walks. Not really going to run at all. Really want to take it easy for a bit, and then we'll plan for another race. I don't think I'm going to do an Ironman for at least another year or two. I want to focus on some shorter distances, get the techniques down, get quicker, and build up like you're supposed to from smaller races to an Ironman, not the other way around. So it'll be fun. Looking to be able to compete and enjoy this, and just enjoy it. All right, thank you guys for supporting and being on the adventure. On to the next one.